what you think, what you telling your friends when you're talking about me. It's cool, you can say what you want to. I don't give a fuck what you think.
The 1951 Yeti footprints, Nepal. In the cold, unforgiving mountains of Nepal, near the peak of Mount Everest, there is a mysterious discovery that still haunts the minds of adventurers. In 1951, British mountaineer Eric Shipton and his team came across large, human-like footprints in the snow near Menlung Basin. The prints were massive, stretching nearly 15 inches in length, and appeared to have been made by something with ape-like characteristics. Though initially dismissed by some as an animal's tracks, others, especially in the Himalayan region, believe these footprints were the first tangible evidence of the elusive Yeti, a creature said to inhabit the remote, snow-covered regions. The prints seemed to vanish without a trace, as if the creature had melted into the cold mist. As the years passed, more expeditions set out to find the creature, but no one has ever managed to capture or photograph the Yeti. Local legends tell of a monstrous, abominable snowman that watches travelers from the mountain's edge, waiting for the right moment to strike. Some say that the creature is not just a simple animal but a guardian of the mountains, protecting its land from intruders. No one truly knows whether Shipton's discovery was a clue or a mere coincidence, but those who believe in the Yeti claim that the Himalayas will forever be home to a creature that is just out of reach, lurking in the freezing mist. The 1994 Ohio Bigfoot sighting. It was a chilly autumn night in 1994 when a group of experienced campers in the dense forests of Ohio reported something they could not explain. After a day of hiking, they set up camp near a clearing. As night fell, a thick fog settled over the forest. The only sound was the crackling fire and the occasional rustling of leaves. But then, a low growl broke the silence, followed by what sounded like heavy footsteps, far too heavy to be that of any deer or animal. As they turned towards the sound, their eyes locked onto a towering figure emerging from the fog. It was 8 feet tall, covered in dark hair, and it walked with the grace of a predator, yet with the familiar gait of a man. The campers froze. Some say the creature looked straight at them, its eyes glowing under the moonlight. The group, too stunned to move, watched as the figure silently disappeared into the forest. The authorities were called, but they found no trace of the creature, no footprints, no sign of disturbance. What they did find, however, were several other reports of Bigfoot sightings in the region, all matching the description of the same creature. The campers, forever shaken, claim that the creature wasn't simply wandering. It was watching, and after that night, they could never walk the Ohio woods without feeling that something was always just behind them, waiting. The 1978 Minerva Monster, Ohio. In the summer of 1978, a small town in Ohio, called Minerva, became the focal point of a terrifying and bizarre encounter. It all started when Jody Cook, a local woman, was walking her dog near the woods behind her home. Suddenly, her dog began to bark frantically, pulling her towards something. When she turned, she saw it, a massive, hairy figure standing near the edge of the woods, its eyes glowing in the dim light of dusk. Jody froze as the creature stood tall, over 7 feet in height, with broad shoulders and long, matted fur covering its body. The creature made no sound, but its presence was enough to paralyze Jody with fear. As she began to back away, the figure did not approach but slowly disappeared into the trees, leaving only the eerie silence behind. Over the next few weeks, more sightings were reported, with some locals claiming to have heard strange howls and seen large, human-like tracks in the mud. The Minerva monster, as it became known, was never caught, but the community remained on edge, believing that something otherworldly was watching them from the shadows. To this day, Minerva is haunted by the question, was it just a hoax, or was something truly living in the woods, waiting to be discovered? The 2023 Connecticut Sasquatch Sounds. In the fall of 2023, a small suburban town in Fairfield County, Connecticut, became the site of strange, unsettling noises. A local resident, who lived near the woods, reported hearing unusual howls that echoed through the trees, so loud that it shook his windows. They were unlike any animal sounds he had heard before, deep, guttural, and almost human. Concerned, he ventured out into the woods with a camera, hoping to capture whatever was causing the noise. What he recorded was chilling. A series of long, drawn-out calls that seemed to come from a creature standing in the dense forest. He couldn't see it, but the sounds were unmistakable, otherworldly in their resonance. Local authorities dismissed the noises as the sounds of large animals, but the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization confirmed the sounds as consistent with Sasquatch activity. Witnesses to the event were left shaken, and many began to wonder, was Connecticut hiding a dark secret? Was the elusive Sasquatch truly roaming the woods, its calls calling out to those brave enough to listen? The 1944 Momo sightings, Missouri. In 1944, a small town in Missouri named Louisiana became the center of a mysterious phenomenon that still lingers in local lore. Several families in the area reported seeing a creature unlike anything they had ever encountered. Described as large, hairy, and having glowing orange eyes, the creature would appear at night, often lurking near the woods and occasionally approaching the townspeople's homes. The creature was dubbed Momo, the Missouri Monster. Though there were never any photographs taken, multiple eyewitnesses described the same terrifying figure, with some even hearing its eerie, low growl in the distance. As the sightings continued, local residents became increasingly paranoid. Farmers claimed to see the creature stealing their crops at night, and others reported strange noises echoing through the town. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved, and some of the town's elders still swear that Momo is more than just a legend. They say that Momo still roams the outskirts of Louisiana, a reminder that some secrets of the forest are never meant to be uncovered.